Well, good morning, everybody. Reading through a bunch of Psalms on today. They're all listed in the title there. Have you ever, it's a silly question because we all face it, where our problems just be either they're big or there's a lot of them. And it's probably the greatest challenge we have in our life is how to deal with difficulties, how to deal with things that come up and that almost feels like they threaten to destroy us. And one of the great ways to overcome that lostness, that panic, that anxiety that comes with that is to meditate on the largeness of our God. You know, depending on where you live, you could use nature to help you with that. When you go and when you when you stand by Niagara Falls and you see the majesty of that, or you go to the Rockies, or you drive around the Cape Breton Trail, or you stand out on the prairies in the middle of the night and look up at that big sky. you know, um, you realize that the things that you're facing are very big. I had a friend who lived in South Africa, and he would climb up on tabletop. I think he went up on tabletop, and he would locate where his neighborhood is, and if he looked hard enough, he could see where his church was. And in that largeness, he realized that the little problems that he was facing in comparison to the greater schemes of things wasn't very much at all. So it's keeping the largeness of God in front of us all the time. That's really helpful. It does. It keeps our everything in perspective, really. It but this is something where we have to do, where we have to remind ourselves all the time. It's the meditating on what the Word says about our Father. It's looking at our past and remembering that we've survived everything so far because Dad has taken us through all of that, and nothing has killed us yet. And then we start remembering His goodness. The Psalms are very good for that, remembering His goodness, remembering the good things that He's done for us. And as we concentrate on that, everything comes into perspective, and we remember how He has helped us in the past, and we realize that He's the one that we need to run to. He's the one that will see us through all of that, and yeah, and it's important. It really is important because there are things in our life that just want to destroy us. That really are, and if we don't have the right perspective, if we don't keep that right perspective that we are the children of God and that He's our Father and He's responsible for us, if we don't keep in mind all the time what Jesus told us, not that even the Old Testament scriptures told us that if we just chase after a livelihood, we're going to miss out on the whole point. The New Testament, Jesus really emphasized that, and he told us not to worry about these small things in comparison to His greatness. To seek after the things of the kingdom, and all these other things will be added to us. And it's to keep all of that into its proper perspective in our life. Not to let the problems of this world destroy us, because Jesus told us that was one of the soils. One of the wrong conditions, the soils. Remember, He told the parable of the soils, and He was talking about the soil that produce the thorn bushes and stuff. That those are the difficulties of life that choked out the kingdom, that choked out that growing in us. So it is important. It is an important issue and something that we need to take care of. And I'm thankful for the Psalms that help us keep these things in perspective. He's good. He's good all the time. So you guys be blessed today. Keep everything in perspective. Take the time. Meditate on Him. Take the time every day. And then these things won't overwhelm you. in the way that they overwhelm some people. God bless.